Thank you. This is very much taking care of our health is very much a big part of our faith, of what God teaches us, isn't it? Our bodies are our temples.
Indeed, because God has breathed His Spirit into us, and that's the body that we have, and we ought to take care of that because why? God dwells in us, right? And it's unfortunate that I learned that too late in life, as far as dialysis is concerned. But now I'm trying to do my best with it, and hopefully to teach others the same thing, that not to give up, but to continue to focus not only on their physical health, but also their spiritual health. We sometimes tend to forget the spiritual part as well, that we're always focusing on the physical part. But how do we take care of the spiritual health? Confession, adoration, the rosary. Those are things and elements that we can help improve the spiritual life of us. And so I hope that we find a balance in that and try to help not just the physical but also the spiritual.
Wonderful. You're listening to Catholic Educational Radio, KOLG 90.9 FM in Agana. I'm here with Father Mike from St. Anthony Catholic Church Catholic School. How's the school doing? Because again, we know that St. Anthony's identity is not just a parish, not just a church, but the school.
Correct. And the model that we have, that Archbishop Burns had implemented when he was here, is a parish school model. And so I basically, as a pastor, have the oversight over the school. But we also have what we call a board of limited jurisdiction. So there is a board of governance that helps me govern the school and run the school. And so the principal, for example, is under the board, and of course I'm also part of the board, and the board helps with policies and procedures and things like that. The principal, of course, has oversight over the operations of the school, and so it's nice. It's a good model, because then you have those individuals on the board, and thank you to the board who serve voluntarily, to be able to help the principal, help the school run itself, and be able to provide good quality Catholic education.
St. Anthony has always been a really, really outstanding school. At one time, was the student enrollment up at the 600s?
Oh, it was over 700. With principal then was Sister Doris.
Wow.
And currently we're a little bit over 300, which is a significant drop. But of course, you look at the economy, you look at the different charter schools that have been opening up, which is of course free money for them. So Catholic schools as a whole, I think, and I was encouraging Father Jeff, it needs to be reviewed. We need to look at how we are running Catholic schools and see what we can do to improve. Because what it is now is that we're competing with the same pool of people on our island, same families. And so you have Bishop, Bob Gardner School, you have St. Francis, you have Santa Barbara, of course you have St. Anthony. So we're all competing for the same thing.
If you're sending your child to public school, and that's fine, right? Excellent education at public school. But if you're curious about the Catholic schools, call them up and schedule a visit, because if you've never been part of the Catholic school system or been to our Catholic schools, I think you'd be really, really pleasantly surprised and pleased. That's kind of redundant, but because as someone who's visited the schools, went to the Catholic schools, part of my life, a big part of my life, and especially now, you'll see not only, of course, once more than ever, more than anything, the faith is taught, and that's alive. But your children are safe there, clean, loving, friendly staff and teachers, and got priests like Father. Hey, we're going to come back and for a station break on the Friends and Family Show. When we get back, we'll have more with Father Mike. We're back here on the Friends and Family Show. I'm Tony Diaz with Jose Martinez, my producer and handling the boards, and Father Mike Crisostomo from the great parish of St. Anthony in Tamuning. Before we go on in discussions with Father Mike, we want to give a Catholic shout out and God bless and congratulations on your sacerdotal anniversary to Father Ron Pangan. He celebrated his 4th year anniversary just a few days ago, October 17th. It was October 17, 2020 when he was ordained at the Dulce Nombre de Maria Cathedral Basilica. So he's one of our baby priests, marking his 4th year. Tomorrow, the 24th, will be Father Jonathan Alvarez, who's at Santa Barbara now. He was ordained on October 24, 1997, so he's marking his 27th year. And then Father Jeff follows the following day, October 25, 1997. Father Jeff was ordained at the Cathedral Basilica. He marks his 27th year as well. St. Anthony, in general, the church is marking its 65th year anniversary.
That's correct, Tony. Since the establishment of St. Anthony Church, the parish, 65 years back in 1959, and then of course following year 1960, the school was established. So both the parish and the school have, celebrations, within the years to come. We decided to celebrate a little bit earlier, in anticipation of the 65th year, and now we are in the 65th year, and we'll culminate that celebration next year in June of our fiesta, where we will ask and invite the Archbishop to bless the new altar that's there. So we were able to purchase a new altar, and so we're going to have the dedication of that altar next year in June.
Very exciting, very exciting. Memorable figures and priests, clergy, and lay persons who have been part of St. Anthony. We think of the late Monsignor David Kitigua, the elder.
That's correct. Monsignor David Kitigua, Father Patrick Garcia, of course, and Deacon Celis has been there. Many people back then, Monsignor Ben Martinez, and others that have certainly, and Father Leon, who is of course the founder of St. Anthony's Parish.
And then one of our first, I keep forgetting, the exorcist, the beloved Father Shea.
Oh yes, Father Shea.
He used to, was he Taiwanese? Or
I think he's Chinese.
Chinese. In his old age, I think he was already in his 80s, if not 70s, but he used to walk from St. Anthony Church down to Ipao and back.
That's correct. That's right. Many of our priests that have been assigned there do that. Maybe it's just a trail that we go through, but they do that. They go all the way down. Maybe because we're the proximity of St. Anthony's Church, but yeah, we do that.
And of course, someone close to Jose and I, my dad and Jose's grandfather, the late Deacon and Judge Ramon Diaz.
Yes, that's correct.
That was his first assignment. And he just loved St. Anthony. We talked about the late priests and the late clergy, but also the retired Monsignor Bibi Arroyo.
That's correct. Monsignor Bibi and of course Monsignor James, we had the pleasure of both having them as Monsignors, as pastors. Our office manager, Auntie Linda, we used to call her Monsignora. And when I got assigned there, I'm sorry you're being demoted now to Pastora.
I know you have your challenges, but the St. Anthony Parish is seems to me a very vibrant parish. A lot of people pitch in different ways.
Yes, we have quite a bit of ministries that are present, but we also have the attendance. Every Mass we take attendance. We take attendance count, and the numbers show that even after COVID, people are returning back to the church. Yeah. Just the 11 o'clock Mass that I do almost consistently, which is called the Missa Pro Popolo Mass, or the Mass for the People, which the pastor is obligated to do. We count over 500 people at the 11 o'clock Mass. My own brother doesn't even want to go to Tamuning Church because, one, if he can't find parking, he certainly won't find a seat. And that's why he goes to the other churches, because he knows that he'll find parking and he'll find a seat. And I said, well, then he comes back to me and complains about the homily or complains about other things. And I said, well,